Building a trebuchet can be a challenge, but in this video I will show you how to make one. What you need to build a trebuchet: a pencil, a piece of cloth, friends, weights and maybe some shopping bags, a plan, string, duct tape, and a tennis ball, a miter saw, a drill or two, plenty of screws, measuring tape, possibly a hammer, plenty of wood, some sort of pole. We used math to determine the best ratios of the length, width, and height of our build, and the max volume that we can use to figure out what the best value for x can be to fit these ratios, and that's how we got our length, width, and height. Now you don't really have to do this, you can just simply be like, hey, this looks like it works, and it probably will, but this will give us a slight edge. Mythbusters actually taught us a ratio, which is 1 to 3.75, which we used in our pivoting arm. It's 25 to 93.75, which is the exact same ratio. And this determines where the pivoting point will be. And this helps give the projectile its maximum potential energy. You have all your pieces cut out, it's time to make the base. The base is rather simple, basically just make a big box and make sure you do it on even ground because you do want to make sure that it's not wobbly. Made your base, it's time to assemble the support for the pivoting arm. Make sure you can set it up differently than this. It's up to you how you want it. Just make sure that there's more weight on one side than the other, because the counterweight will be on the side that has less weight, so it can be counteracted by the more weight on the other side. And make sure that the hole lines up perfectly. And the way we did it is we actually put the metal beam through it before we screwed it together, just to make sure everything actually works out. Pieces that you need for your pivoting arm. We used the ratio from Mythbusters to determine where these holes are. This is a 3.75 to 1 ratio, and here's the midline. So the pivoting point will be here, and this hole will be holding all the weight. And we also have 2 other wooden beams to make sure that the weight is actually hanging down a little bit, so when it swings it doesn't lose any of that momentum, because it's just stuck to the beam and it won't swing with the beam, it'll actually go straight down. And for this you're also going to need 2 wooden or metal poles. Yeah, and then it's time to assemble this. Attach the swinging arm and these 2 wooden beams, which will be connected to the weights that pull down, pull this side of the arm down, which makes this side go up, and this is the side that will fling the projectile.